We're talking about my heart here. Adoptable animals are taking over Local on 2 today, and now we are gearing up for a Slumber PAWty.
Uh-oh, it is a nationwide event to help fundraise for animal shelters, and our very own Cheatham County Animal Control is taking part. Please welcome Robin and Shantae.
And Jules, of course.
And Jules, that sweet little gem.
Thank you so much for being here. Shantae, let's start with you. Tell us why now is so important for people to donate and help.
Well, right now shelters are overpacked with everywhere you go. They're so full, and there's not enough adopters coming in to see the babies. We have some wonderful fur babies at the shelter, and there's no foot traffic coming through.
Yeah, we have some beautiful video and photos that thankfully you guys sent in just to showcase all the amazing animals that you have. If we could take a look at that. There's just dogs and cats. I know you guys are at capacity, as you said, and it's a really desperate situation for shelters everywhere.
So sweet. Okay, so we got to get to that Slumber PAWty. Okay, how does it work?
Okay, so that night, the shelter staff is going to stay late. We're going to spend 24 hours with our animals and just give them some extra snuggles and love, and we're going to have a pizza party and some movies. And then also for donations, we're going to have a $10 option. If you donate $10, you can pick an animal that gets a goodnight kiss. And then $25 donations, you can choose an animal to have a bedtime story read to them. And
that's the bulk of it. And then we're also having what's called instead of a happy hour, we're going to have a yappy meower from 4 to 6. And for a $25 donation, you can walk dogs between 4 to 6. And we'll have a full spread and some non-alcoholic beverages. And we'd love to meet some new people.
Yes, yes, I love that. And as you said, you know, we touched upon it a little earlier in the show. You guys are considered a shelter, not rural shelter, but not in the forefront of downtown Nashville. And so you don't get the foot traffic. You don't get people just driving by going, oh, hey, that looks like a fun spot to go. You have a beautiful facility, but you need adopters. You need humans.
That's absolutely right. And one of our goals from this event is not just to raise money, but really to raise awareness that we're here, we're not far from Nashville, and we have great dogs and cats.
Yes, yes. And Robin, you're also, by the way, just to mention, a doctor. And this is like your side gig that you do to volunteer. And you started this nonprofit SCAMP that is part of Cheatham County. Tell us more about that.
Yeah, so I'm a physician, but I spend about half of my week really at the shelter helping out. And what we found out very quickly was that there's just not enough money in the county budget to take care of the animals the way that they need to be cared for. When you have about 1,200 animals coming through a system every year, there's a lot of animals that have to get fixed. There are sick animals, there are injured animals, and it really just adds up. And so we started a nonprofit so that people who have a heart for the animals can have an easy way to donate. And we're very transparent about where our money goes. It all goes to benefit the shelter animals. So so it's called SCAMP is the short name for it. And you know, we've been very blessed with a lot of help from people, not just in Cheatham County, but outside the county.
So incredible. And what do people need to know when looking to adopt a pet?
I'm gonna hand that to
Shantae's like, where do I start?
Really?
I mean, if I guess I'll chime in for a little bit, is when you're thinking about adopting a pet, my advice is to pick the animal that fits your needs and your lifestyle. Like, don't go buy a black or a white or want fluffy. You know, if you have other dogs in the home, make sure they're good with dogs. If you have children, make sure they're good with children. If they are high energy, make sure you can meet that outlet. So I feel like it's sort of a dating game, and you want to go by the one that's going to give you a lasting relationship.
Absolutely. And everybody, please remember, March 25th, next Saturday, is the night of the Slumber PAWty, P-A-W. They're really hoping to raise over $4,000. All of that money goes towards helping beautiful dogs like Jules, who is up for adoption. She's a senior. She's awesome. Very sweet. And please go to shelterslumberpawty.com. And when you're there, you can look up Cheatham County Animal Control and donate through that, or go to their website as well.